Hey guys, Matt with MB Whips here. Just trying to take a second and show you the booth here at the Salt Lake Off-Road Expo. We are out here. It's day 2, also the final day of the expo, and this show is going crazy like normal. Of course, we're here at the MB Whips booth. I've got our new build, Toxic. It's our new Pro R. Let you see it all lit up. I did some posts earlier of it, in its non-lit form. But this build's honestly been one of the funnest to do, and we teamed up with just all great local companies. Man, this thing's turned out great. We're also, of course, we're supplying everybody with all the lights they need to be seen out there on the trail. Got our Pro Series, the Flash Series. Another little side hobby I have is some custom metal work. As you can see, we've got some signs on display here. Some of the custom metal work we've done. And we're just out here showing everything off. And let me show you our new display. It's jam-packed full of people. But for those who don't know, we also do a lot of lighting, LED lighting. So we've got our pods here, different bars, 10s, 20s, 30s, double rows, our 38-inch, two different types of pods here. Of course, this display is all good to go, all wired. We built this in-house, really just for this show, but it's turned out great. Definitely grabs your attention. Try and show you a little bit. It's kind of got a crowd going. As you can see, the fangs, the whips. We've got our, up here on the top right, we've got the Flash Pros, our Flash whips. These are some of our radiant fixed color whips. They're so bright you can't even tell, but that's actually a white, then a pink, red, and then a red, white, and blue. I'll see if I can get here close. There you go. Now our camera can recognize. Yeah, we've got our X3 fangs, our Pro R brow, our Razor Turbo S fangs. We've got, of course, our whips and wheel rings on there. We're basically showing off anything we can do to your car to get it lit. And this show has been crazy. We had a real busy day last night with Friday. It was definitely a busy show, especially with all the weather. There's, a foot of snow outside, but this has turned out great. But obviously with the Pro R, we've got to stand out. So we've got great partners on this build. Give me just one sec. We've got them, we ride them right here on the hood. First, big thanks to Carl Cycle. They're out of Boise. That's the only non-Utah company, but honestly, these guys are fantastic. They hooked us up with this Pro R, and that's really where it all started. They're a great group of guys. Honestly, I would send anybody up in that Idaho area their way. We've got Moto Armor is who helped us out with these doors. These are Moto Armor's new Pro R doors. I think it's one of the cleanest looking doors out there with perfect body lines that match the Pro R. Is there something you need that's time sensitive? They're sets, but I think we did them for $100 a set. Just do that. There's 6 of them. Yeah, sorry about that. So again, big thanks to Moto Armor. Scott's my buddy, manager out there. Of course, we've got RSK who got us this cage. And I didn't have as a sponsor, but honestly, Kevin at Powder Extreme did such a great job with this. This is the Illusion Money. Now that I've said that, I'm sure I'll see this cage color everywhere, but honestly, I wouldn't be too mad. This color's beautiful. I'd love it if more cages are this beautiful green. I'm normally a blue guy, but honestly, I've loved this color. So again, big shout out to Vern and everybody over at RSK. They're some of my favorite people in the off-road industry. Love them to death. They're great ambassadors for MB Whips. They're an MB Whips dealer also, and we run their cages. They actually run these. These are our MB light bars into the Frenched in setup. Doesn't get a whole lot cleaner than that. And another big thanks to Viper Machine. They're a Utah company also. They did our shifter. I'll show you how that looks. So that's an awesome gated shifter, which honestly in the Pro R, I'd say that's one of the weakest points in this car from factory is that shifter, and that completely fixes it. And I definitely can't skip my guys at Z-Bros. I know a lot of people at the Z-Bros company. They've all people I've known for a long time. They kicked out these sway bar links, their new Stage 1 spring kit, and their new radius rods for the Pro R, and did some machine work on these that is just gorgeous. It has turned out great. And you might have caught one other mod that's kind of important there in the K&T Turbo. So this is a turboed Pro R. So turboed 4-cylinder, putting down 400 horsepower to the tire on stock motor. K&T did a fantastic job with this kit. They knocked this out so fast, it was crazy, especially for how clean this build is. You can see they've got a custom built manifold. See if I can get you a better angle. It is just straight up gorgeous. It's a massive turbo. I think this turbo could, if we were to build the motor to handle it, could build well north of 600 horsepower. And yeah, it's honestly a great build. We picked their single chamber exhaust. They have multiple exhaust options. I went with the louder of the two because these things sound amazing when they're turned up, and got a loud exhaust on them. And then you know, we also have some great partners with GillyFab that helped us out on our trailing arm guards. They also cut out some sweet custom grills for us for our frog skins. And with the front of the car, they got us a new front end grill. They've done great work, and honestly, they have a new trailing arm here on display for the Pro R. You got to come check it out. It is beautiful and functional. And another shout out to Carlos from Speakeasy UTV. Hooked us up with these custom headlights. They are tied in. They can do everything that my whips can do, controlled on the same app. And these are actually a stock housing that is modified. You can see they're even etched with a nice little MB logo in there. So pretty much everything's customized for this car. It's all with Utah-based companies. And heck, I definitely can't skip on ECD wraps. They just knocked it out of the park with this wrap, and we wanted something clean, something with some subtle green hints, because we knew we were going crazy on the green lights, so we didn't need it to be too much. And man, this is gorgeous. I'm getting tons of compliments on just how slick and clean this looks, and I couldn't agree more. And for those who are wondering, obviously, what are we running light-wise on this car? This is actually probably like a stage 4 underglow. We've got pods, strips, more pods, more strips, strips on the interior, underglow strips, front end strips, front end pod all there, up there. We've got our Pro R brow strips in the grill. And then we've even got some lights in there lighting up the pass-through there. So honestly, any product on this we sell for people, so we can get you lit up anytime. So feel free to hit us up if you ever want to get your ride lit, or we can point you to a great dealer and get you set up. Hope you enjoy the show.